Hello. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's round of readings. For the main part of the readings, the tarot part, I'm using Awakened Tarot. And it's by Team Rive. There's a website on here. It's at the bottom. At the bottom, I want to say it's MYRV. No, am I saying it wrong? MYRYVE.com. Right there at the bottom if you want to find more information about it. Hopefully it's focusing. And there's that information if you want to freeze frame and see what that's about. Supportive Oracle cards. One of my favorite decks. Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. And websites are... I think it's Hay House, right? I'm just a little bit slow. Yeah, hayhouse.com. They're at the bottom. hayhouse.com. If you look up the deck, though, you should be able to find it wherever you want to find it. And last but not least, I have to find a different way to do this part, but I'm still doing it the same way. But thank you for the person who gave me the idea. I keep thinking about it. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it right now. The dice I use are from the dice shop, mathartfun.com if you want to get them. They're numbered dice, so it's like 1 to 22 for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool, and I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and then I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. So hopefully you can see that. Math Art Fun, I think is what it is. Hopefully it's not glaring. Alright. That being said, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. All right, let's go on to your reading. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Scorpio? Okay. This is interesting. We're going to find out what this is about. Alright, so we've got the moon in the environment at the moment. It's compatible with Scorpio. Does sometimes talk about Pisces energy, doesn't have to. But it's kind of like what's really here. It's kind of like sometimes Scorpio gets really excited with the mystery. And you're like, I want to know, I'm going to find out. This could easily be a person, it doesn't have to be a Pisces. But whoever they were, at least in the past, they were a mystery to you. But you liked them. I feel like I was drawn like a bee to honey to this person. Or could be a situational thing, like could be a job, could be something like that. Take it as it resonates for you. And I feel like I was drawn like a bee to honey to this. I really do. Can I get any more information about that? I don't know if there's really a foundation to it, and I didn't think it was perfect, but I kind of liked that too. I don't really know that there was a foundation to it. And it wasn't perfect, but I liked that. I feel like I liked all that. Like, I liked that. Okay. At the time, it worked. And, I almost felt a little exposed, but not a lot, but maybe a little. Maybe whoever this was or whatever this was, I feel like they knew something or they figured out something that I don't normally share. Did they know your whole life story? Obviously not. No, not in any sense. But there might be a little piece of yourself that you kind of keep more private, and you're like, oh, they kind of... I feel like that might be a part of this too. They knew a piece of you that you kind of don't tell everybody. Maybe they figured it out, or for whatever reason, they saw a clue and they kind of connected in with it, or for some reason they just randomly said something. This could be that type of energy where they just kind of guessed. maybe intuitively they just clicked into something, and you were like, and you ended up talking about a subject that you didn't realize. You're like, well, wait a minute. I usually don't talk about this with people. I usually don't go down that road. I just feel like this is more like the allure. I don't think it's bad at that point, at least. I don't know if it's bad now, to tell you the truth, but at that point, it was more like exciting. Little on the maybe dangerous, just a smidget, but depending on how you feel about it, smidget, not like crazy. Now, what is the current energy is a great question, because I get like a push-pull. Knight of Cups, and is that the World? Yeah. 21. But it's not, it's coming. Knight of Cups, which is like an offer. Somebody's including you in something. Coming forward very strong with that King of Wands. This person, I feel like I wasn't expecting this from them. I wasn't expecting them to lead this forward the way they are. And I'm kind of like, that's not at all what I thought they were like. And you're pretty good in the sense of, like, you're one of the water signs. You're usually pretty intuitive. Not all water signs are. I know, like, not all people born in Scorpio are intuitive. It seems like more than not, though, but to some level. I do feel like I wasn't expecting this, though. Like, I totally wasn't expecting the way they're going. And I'm just like, it's a rare day when I'm completely shocked, and this is one of those days. That's what I feel like this is. I don't know if I like it or not. I feel like I'm kind of stuck with it, though. And I'm trying to, like, decide, like, okay, what do I need to do with this? It does bring in a level of stress for you. You got this Ten of Swords here. It does bring in a level of stress. But the thing I always say about the Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands, there's stress, but it leads to success. I usually do the analogy between it's kind of akin to Ten of Swords. Same type of feeling, except this one ends in a good place. It's kind of like I went through all this crap, but I ended up with something I really wanted, so okay. That's this version. The Swords one is kind of like I went through all this crap, and then it was really crap. And then it didn't get me anything I wanted. It just was devastation. So this is going through a lot of stress, but getting out of it what you want out of it. That's what this one is. And I feel like I can see where I can go through this, but, like, do I want to? The stress is like, this is my moment, but I don't know if I want it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want it. Really? I don't know if I want it. I feel like the way it came forward is like, I wasn't planning this to come forward this way. I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want it. Knight of Cups comes in again, and then the Strength card. A lot of push forward. I don't like people pushing me. I feel like I got that really strong after I saw the 8, which is the Strength card. I don't like people pushing me. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so maybe that's why this is kind of like, I feel like I'm up in a plane and I have the backpack on with the parachute, and somebody's trying to push me out of the side of the plane. Like, we're gonna do that, jumping out of the plane thing. It's not clicking. It's not parasailing, obviously. What is it? It's not hang gliding. I don't know. I feel like people are getting it, and I'm just it's like the numbers are just flipping and flipping and flipping, and it's just not hitting. Skydiving. There we go. I was like, it's not that you're completely against it, but it's you're like, I don't like to be pushed. I don't want to be pushed. And I feel like that's where the major stress is. I could do it. It's right here. It's time. If I'm going to do it, now's the time to do it. I don't like being pushed, though. I don't like that at all. And it's kind of like, due to the energy of the situation, I am shying away from it because I do not like to be pushed into something. I'm in control, thank you very much. My life, I'm in control. You're not. Don't tell me what to do. Don't try to push me out of this airplane. I'll push you out of this airplane. You're not pushing me out of this airplane. It's like, no. And I feel like I'm backing off and I'm shying away because of the energy that's here. And I get that the energy card is coming up with the Eight of Cups because it's kind of saying the way it's coming in, the stress it's giving you, because it's like, I don't feel like I'm in control of this. And I don't like that. I do not like that. I do not appreciate that. I'm not about to. That Strength card keeps coming in. We got the King of Fire, which kind of, it has that leader energy of fire. We got the Strength card coming up on the dice. We got it coming up again here. There's a lot of push, and it's kind of like, it's coming forward. It is very much coming forward. And it's kind of like, don't give in to somebody else's will. I don't know what, it's a really strong push. And I have seen Scorpios do this, where they let another strong energy make the decision. I've seen that happen. I'm not sure that really, I feel like that's a time bomb. Because I don't think that sits well with Scorpio, and they remember. And like, I don't know, I don't like that. When Scorpio gets pushed into stuff, sometimes once in a great while it works. But there's always a backlash from it. Like Scorpion has that tail. May not get you today, but it's still there. The advice for this: do not get pressured into whatever this is. You have to be at peace with what you're doing. If you're looking at the situation like, I was going to do it anyway, so I guess may as well just go along with it. I don't really want to do it this way, but I was going to do it anyway, might as well go along with it. I feel like they're saying this isn't the way you do things. You have to be in control. I've made peace with the consequences. I've made peace with this random moment. I am making the choice to do it. Okay. If you're like, I'm just not at peace with this, and you feel like, I'm just not at peace with this because I'm not controlling it, that's good enough. You don't want to do it because you're not controlling it, then don't do it. That's good enough. That is more than good enough. It's more than good enough. Make sure you're at peace with the decision you make. As long as you're at peace with it. If you're uneasy about it, and you're just like, and somebody's saying you're just not happy because you didn't choose it, that's okay. Then don't do it. That's completely fine. It doesn't matter if they're right or not. Doesn't matter. You don't want to do it, don't do it. Or if you're just like, it just doesn't feel right, you're an intuitive sign typically. I know it's not for every Scorpio, but for most, I really feel like you're very intuitive usually, and you're just not comfortable. Just honor that. For whatever reason, and you're just like, you know what, no, I'm not at peace with this. Make the decision that works for you. Whatever you're at peace with, make that decision. Because I get that, like, this is not the last time you're going to have a chance. For some reason, it might feel like it. I'm getting there's going to be another one coming around. Don't choose this just because somebody has convinced you that this is your only shot. Even if it's like, I'm getting this analogy, maybe for example, you're in a band and you're a singer, and you've been doing this for a long time, and finally the opportunity comes where you can headline something, or you can be a part of a really important show, but you're just like, I don't feel right about it. I just don't feel like this is how it should happen. I don't feel good about it. It may feel like you're making a really bad mistake by not just going with the flow, but you might be getting yourself into something where you don't get out of it what you really desire in life. Go with your instinct, because I'm getting this is not your last chance. There might be more chances coming because you say no to this. Because you say no to this, people might make notice of that. Like Scorpio said no to that. It gets a lot of people's attention, and then other people are like really looking at what you're doing. So for example, if you're going to go the music route, you're in a band, you've been in it for a while, people are expecting you're going to say yes to this, and you say no, and they're like, what? Scorpio said no? What is it that they do? And maybe you have things online where they're like, all of a sudden there's a lot of interest in what you're doing, because people are like, who is this person that said no? They really said no? Well, what do they do? Let's see what they got. They're just curious, and that might click you in and get you another opportunity that you were totally not expecting. The fact that you said no might actually push you forward to where you actually want to be versus where somebody else wants you to be. And I know I just talked about that, but like more opportunity. This is not the only thing. You got to hold on to what you want, not what somebody else wants. This is one of these cards. People usually see it as like a non-mover. I'm getting you holding on and you deciding what you want, not what somebody else wants, what you want. And you have the ability to create what you want here. Somebody else might be able to sell it to you, like, Scorpio, this is your one time. You either make it now or you never make it. what's that? How do they say that? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And you're like, well, maybe once in a lifetime for them, but not once in a lifetime for you. Be at peace with what you're doing. Be at peace with what you're doing. Most Scorpios have a really good intuition in some sense. Honor that. Go with what you're feeling comfortable with. Don't let somebody else railroad you into something that you really don't want. It's ironic that I feel like it's going this way, but if you got this far in the reading, I'm sure you'll let me know if I'm off or if whatever it was. So thank you for watching, if you're still watching, of course. I'm going to shut it down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.